Redux, pretty good to know for your resume, but when I'm building my own stuff, it's complete overkill and I never use it. I'm going to take you through an example using both Redux and the context API, and you're going to see exactly why I never use Redux. Let's do it. All right, so I built a very simple Next.js app. We have the Redux part, which just is going to show this. I'm going to take you through all this code. And then we have the context part, which just shows very similar data. So we're getting the exact same result. We're going to look at the code. So right here is just the root of our project. Very, very simple. And then right here, we have the context route and the Redux route. So we're going to look at the Redux route and the context route, and we're going to put these side by side. So we can see to start, these are very, very similar. You just need to wrap your project in the Redux provider or wrap it in your context provider. And so one of the differences is that you're only going to need one Redux provider for your entire app. If you're using useContext, you're going to have to wrap this in a different provider if you're going to have like your auth context or your user context. So each context is going to have its own provider. And so you're going to have to nest the providers. It's very simple. That's no problem whatsoever. So Redux is a little bit cleaner for that, but that's totally fine. We can now look into these providers. So the Redux provider is like this. And so you might be wondering, well, why can't we just simply take this thing and wrap it right here? Well, because this right here, this Redux store, this has to run in a client component. So if we put this right here, then this would have to be a client component, and then your entire app would have to be a client component. We don't want to do that. So you have to put this in its own component and then wrap the app like this. And so in here, we pass in the store, and the store is basically where all of the logic is going to occur. For use context, if we click this, whoa, that looks kind of scary. That's a lot of stuff. Well, one of the plus sides of use context is that if you look closely, we're using things we already know how to use. We're using use state. We already know how to use that. If we look at Redux and we go to the store, first of all, this, what is the point of all this? Why do we have to have all this boilerplate code? This looks so stupid. You have to set up the store, which is very annoying. I don't like doing that whatsoever. And then we have to check out this slice that we made. So we're going to come over here to user slice, and then we see all this weird looking stuff. Create slice, the name, initial state, these reducers. This is just all a bunch of foreign stuff that you have to completely learn from scratch. And it's very cumbersome. Like, no one's going to memorize this. Every time I do this, I have to go find one of my old projects and then copy and paste it. And it's just very annoying. With the use context, this is pretty much it. It's one file. We're using use state. We already know how to do this. With the Redux, you have to have the store where you put all the slices, and then you have to have a different file for each slice. So there is one more thing that we need, and that is the custom hook. And so we don't even actually need this. All this is we're just creating a custom hook called use global state, and we use the use context hook, and we put in the global state context, which is this right here. We created this right here. And so now to use this in our app, to use the global state is very simple. All we have to do is go like this, use global state, and then we can get the user, the set user. You can put as many things in this as you want. So you can have the user. We can also say whatever else we want, like loading, set that to false. And then we have to come up here. We just simply have to add the types for these things. And then in here, we then just pass in loading and set loading. And then just like that, now we can get from our use global state, we can get loading and set loading just like that, very simply. And these only have an error because I'm not using them. So to use Redux, we're going to have to use all this stupid looking stuff. So we have to do this thing, use selector, and then we have to pass in all of this stuff. And then we have to say const dispatch equals use dispatch. And then we have to say dispatch, and then we have to say set user, which we have to import. So we have to import this, and this, which is very, very annoying. And it slows down development a lot. When we're using use context, boom, all we have to do is import one single thing. And we already know how to use this. Set user under the hood. This is use state because we just wrote it ourselves. We know how to use use state. It's very, very easy. So I think from this example alone, it's very clear why you would want to use context. For me, I only use it for like very simple things. I'm not writing some weird NASA application. I'm sure there's like ridiculous use cases where Redux probably provides better functionality than use context. But for like 99% of use cases, useContext is going to do everything you need, and it's going to be a lot simpler. And so if we come back here, you can see this is a very simple example, but I wrote this other one. So this cart provider, I actually use this in a production app that I use. So you can write a bunch of stuff inside of this provider, and then all you're going to get is the cart, add to cart, remove from cart, clear cart. And behind the scenes, it does whatever you want. So like clear cart is going to set the cart, then it's going to do local storage, remove item cart, remove from cart. It's all this stuff. And it's just using very basic JavaScript and basic React that we already know. And then you have to write the custom hook, which is just simply use context, cart context, and then you return the context. And then exactly like this, you simply say cart equals use cart, and then you just import that. Boom. And then we can very easily add to cart, remove from cart, clear cart. All these things have autocomplete. So it's just very, very easy. There's way less abstraction. It's a much simpler thing to make sense of in your head. So I used to use Redux. I never use Redux. If you are applying to jobs, it's good to know Redux. But if you're building your own projects, I would not ever use it under any circumstances. So there it is. If you learned something, subscribe. You want to learn some more? Watch this video right here. See you next time.